welcome to episode 2 of our vlog. For those who watched the first one, thanks for watching and welcome back. And for those new to this vlog, we hope you stay and enjoy what we have to share with you guys today. Lisa and I are first and foremost storytellers. And that's how we view ourselves. We're storytellers first and photographers second. Photography is just a means for us to get our stories out there. Like with this vlog, for example, we're trying new ways to tell stories. Now, when we started out, we did not join any photography workshop or wedding photography workshop. We did not apprentice with any wedding photographer. So when we decided to jump into this business, we had no idea what we were doing. We didn't know how to package things. We didn't know where to get our albums. We didn't know, how things were supposed to be done. And I think that in itself was both a good and a bad thing. It was bad because it was so hard at the very beginning. I mean, here we are with the freedom to do anything we wanted to do, to offer and design whatever we want to do. But we had no idea what to do or how to execute it, even if we had that idea. And it was good because I think having no prior experience and not having someone, dictate to you what is the right thing to do and the wrong thing to do actually makes you find your own way into doing things. And from the very beginning, Lisa and I decided that, if we're gonna offer something, we might as well offer something that we would want to receive ourselves. That has been the major deciding factor in everything that we have been doing. We will only give out the things that we also would want to receive or would love to receive. So all of our packaging from before, stem from the fact that the elements that went into it were actually parts of our lives. One of our first print boxes that we used was actually made out of dark gray merino wool. Now the reason we used merino wool was that it was the same fabric that I had made for my own jacket, which was one of my very first work jackets. Holding that box in your hand, you feel like it's something special and something that someone put a lot of hard work into. One of the first things, that we tried to make that was not readily available at the time was a letterpress business card. This was way back in 2010, and we were seeing a lot of really beautifully designed invitations that were letterpressed. And Lisa, had this idea of why not have our business card letterpressed into a very thick, cotton paper. And I know it was readily available in the US, or people were already doing it, but here in Manila nobody wanted to do this. So we had to shelve that idea until we were at this wedding, found another beautifully made letterpress invite, and we asked the bride that we were shooting and said, "Hey, who made these?" And she was like, "Oh, that's from 2004, who's based in Cebu." And we're like, "Hey, another printing company that we haven't asked yet." So Lisa, just shot off an email, and we went back and forth, and finally they decided to do this for us. And we were like, we finally found a supplier who was willing to do this for us. And when we actually launched this, we were so excited. We were taking pictures of our business card and posting it on Instagram, posting it on Facebook. And it's kind of funny to think about it right now. It's just a business card, but for us, it was a lot of hard work just to get that simple thing out. Now fast forward to 2011 when our son Corwin was born, and Lisa really fell in love with wooden toys. I mean, she'd find these fantastic, beautifully handcrafted wooden toys in Etsy, and she'd show them to me, and oh my God, small families, small businesses were doing this right out of their homes and sending it out, and the quality was just amazing. And I think it was from that idea that we're like, hey, why not have our prints in a wooden box? Now I know you must be thinking, wooden box for prints, what else is new? But you have to think, this was way back in 2013. We had that idea earlier that year, and we couldn't find a supplier to do this for us. We were going from box manufacturers, we're going to furniture stores. One day we were just walking around and we saw this jewelry box that was made out of pine, and we're like, this would be the perfect no material to use for our prints. So we asked them, do you customize these things? And they said, yeah. And we got in touch with their head office, went back and forth, finally got the prototype, and we decided then and there while we were holding that box that, we want our logo laser engraved. We had to find another supplier for that because they didn't do that. And then, we finally brought out this beautiful wooden box for our prints. And it all stemmed from the fact that, we loved wooden toys. Once that wooden box was out, we started scouring for, wooden USBs. And at that time, most of the wooden USBs that was readily available here in Manila was, made out of bamboo. And bamboo and pine doesn't really fit when you put them side by side. So we had to actually order the first few batches of our USBs from the US. So we had that packaging for quite a while, and I think a lot of people were starting to do that also. So we decided to, try something else. For a while, we've just been offering custom-made box with our logo that can fit like 150 to 200 prints, and we've been doing that for quite a few months. So this brings us back to why we're here today. Around 3 months ago, Lisa and I were in a cafe, and I was watching her write into her traveler's notebook. Now she's had this thing for about 4 years now. Now she brings it everywhere. She can leave everything behind, but this journal would go with her wherever we went. And I was looking at it, and I've come to realize the weight of all the memories that this notebook has carried through all the years. If you guys want to see what 4 years worth of writing is, here it is. And from that came this idea again, what if we put our prints in a leather folio? Because for us, the way we describe our photos to our clients is that, these are actually memories that we're trying to capture for you. And that idea just came from, Lisa's notebook, which contained all the memories of our travels, of our everyday life. And it just seemed so fitting. So I just suddenly blurted it out. What if we changed our box into a leather folio? And again, we had to look for the right supplier to do this for us, because I haven't seen anybody offering prints in leather folios. So we approached a lot of leather artisans to see if they'll be able to do this for us. We got a few prototypes. When we got the one from Surat Journals, we knew, we found the right company to partner with, because they just got it. Every iteration of our packaging is inspired by something personal, either from the things we like, the things we find on our travels, and I think this just makes it more personal. And every now and then a client would ask us where we got the ideas for our packaging, and I always tell them, there's a great story behind that. Thank you for watching episode 2 of our vlog. We still don't know what we're doing shooting videos, but we really love sharing more of our stories. So hit subscribe, because we have more things to come.